There's a connectedness and an intuitiveness to her work that speaks well beyond our physical bodies and allows you to become who you want to be. So some of the things I was dealing with initially were frustration, specifically around my family, and kind of how that process wasn't playing out how I wanted it to. And this is something that I had struggled with for many, many years. And anger and frustration were the main emotions that came up during that process. You know, after going through really the root of all the issues, I came to this point where now I'm manifesting what I want in my life and in my family life, and realizing that I don't have to create the same patterns that my family does. And so, to the point of where I am now, the amount of clarity I have in my purpose and my truth in my life now, and my ability to really be clean and clear on my energy and what I want in my life, is just at such a high level that I wouldn't be here without Phyllis. I wasn't functioning well at all then. I mean, number-wise, if I were to put a number on how I was functioning, maybe like a 2 or 3. You know, outer world I was functioning, but inner world I was not functioning. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm probably at an 11 now. One of the techniques that I really enjoyed about Phyllis is that she didn't necessarily tell you what to do, but she let you figure out what you already knew was true. And creating an environment and a space for that is really beneficial, because the change has to come from within. My emotional body has definitely developed a lot from this work. The ability to not be at effect and rather you're at cause over your emotions is a huge benefit that I've gotten out of this, and really kind of putting aside the victim role that I sometimes played before, and looking at you know, what is this emotion? Okay, this is an emotion that I'm feeling and it's okay, but then looking at it and saying, is this the emotion I want to be feeling? No. And when we can learn to guide our emotional bodies, really everything else becomes much more fun, because you can be happy or free or excited or whatever you want to feel emotionally. And I think one of the things I was doing a lot of was trying to control my emotional body rather than guide it. And it's a gentle process, and it's not something that happened overnight either. It was something that took some work. You know, I've been working on this specifically as a goal for 8 months now, but I really have the pieces of my life that I have always wanted. Prior to doing this work, me and my father had a very bad relationship. Specifically bad working relationship. I wanted to tear his head off last year. I had worked with him from a younger age, and really felt that I wasn't respected ever. And recently, just last week, he said that he wanted to work for me and work in my company. And I think that really shows tribute to the work that I've been doing, that I have aligned myself and put myself in a place where now my father does respect me. There's a certain sense now that I've learned to guide my emotional body and my thoughts and my habits, that really gives me neural freedom to create whatever I want, to manifest exactly what I want in this life. I don't know whether we live again or where we go after this, but I'd like to make this life as enjoyable and as fun and exhilarating as possible, and having neural freedom has really given me that.